Yes. Yes. We are back. We are back. Season 22. We are here for this. All right. So, we got to get into preseason. Off season. The off season for season 22. So, it's your guy here, Fighting Ewok, and we are streaming another season of NCAA football 2007 with the other coaches in the Dynasty. Two guys streaming over on Kick, Buckshot MMA. I'm Famished. Those are my boys. They are also streaming live different games all the time. So we're doing this together. We started out as fun, and it's just gained some momentum. So now we're doing this live, and I think having a great time doing it. So hopefully you can hear a little bit of the NCAA band music in the background. You can hear me. You can see my shirt. And we can get started. So first things first. At the end of last season, I'm Famished was fired from Hawaii. Fired. So he got a new school. He went to formerly FCS Alabama State, who we put into the game as a rival to Alabama. And so, as tradition is, states here, we will move the discipline points down and put towards recruiting and training. And over this season, if he's doing well and his program isn't under investigation, we'll continue to move those discipline points down. So there's where I'm Famished is at now with his new school. I'm sitting here at 30%. That was my second season at Florida. And I think I'm going to leave my discipline points right there because there was a lot of issues last season. And that is not something we want to continue with. And Buckshot, sent at LSU. He finishes out the season ranked number 3 in the nation. A Rose Bowl victory. Shout out to my guy, Buckshot MMA. He got it done. And I don't think he had a lot of issues with investigations and people getting in trouble, disciplinary action. So we're actually going to kick that down one and give another one to training. And so we'll just continue to do that till we find the right balance, right? So with that being said, there are budgets. Let's head over to players leaving. We're going to see if anybody wants to transfer in, go to the pro draft when they shouldn't. We're going to see. We'll find out. So, I got my Obi-Wan Kenobi cup tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen of the council, we got it going on. All right, first up, Buckshot. LSU. You have somebody trying to transfer to the University of Tulsa. Shout out, Golden Hurricane. Unfortunately, though, that's a freshman 78 wide receiver. That's worth putting some points into to try to stay. Yeah, he belongs with Buckshot. 95 overall outside linebacker trying to go to the pro draft. Leaning stay. Let's put some points into it. That's worth keeping. Let's keep this linebacker. I really thought he was going to stay. He was leaning stay. I put 40 points in, and he didn't stay. Sorry about that, Buckshot. All right. Your guy here, coaching the University of Florida. I've got my middle linebacker trying to go pro. He's leaning stay. Let's put some points into that. Yes, he's staying. He's staying put. That's what we need. And Alabama State doesn't have anybody leaving or going. So there we go. There's the players leaving. We had one going to the pro draft, but I think he'll reload just fine. So let's move on for this. Let's get to recruiting. That's where the excitement happens. That's where the excitement happens. And this is what takes just a moment. Get through these screens, going into the recruiting and all that kind of stuff. So, what do you guys think? How are we going to do today? How are we going to do in this season 21? Oh, keep in mind, I don't think I have sniffed the top 25 in any of the 20 seasons, to be honest with you. And I do not think I'm Famished has either. I think we have both missed out on the top 25. Nor do I have a top 25 win. You'll find that out if you watch the previous stream, season 21. I've never beaten a top 25 opponent in 21 seasons. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I'm a guy, Buckshot, streaming over there on Kick, I'm sure. He thinks this is my year with Florida. We'll see. We'll see. It's got to be somebody's year. I mean, eventually one of us has got to win a national championship. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's almost ready. Here we are. First things first, let's check out our interested prospects. Let's see if I'm Famished has anything more than 1-star calibers. 2-star calibers. I'll be honest with you guys, I really think Alabama State can be turned around. That could be a major player, I think. I think I'm Famished can build that squad. Here is my recruiting. I am going after the #1 quarterback in the country. Whoa. Out of Ohio, too. What a steal if I get him. Taking him away from Ohio State. All right. #3 guard and also the #2 quarterback in the country wants to come my way. That's crazy. Out of Pennsylvania, taking him away from Penn State. Okay. Buckshot, what have you got? Look at that. 5-star, 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 5-star. Oh my gosh. That's the most 5 stars I've ever seen, my man. That's the most I have ever seen. Okay. The #1 center in the nation out of Michigan. The #1 outside linebacker. The #1 free safety. The #2 guard. The #2 defensive end. #3 tackle. #4 running back. #4 tackle. #5 tackle. #6 guard. People want to come run and block for you. That's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. That's fantastic, bud. We could have some great recruiting classes. So we do simulate the recruiting process here in the off season. So we're gonna simulate through week 1. We're gonna see what we come out with. Week 1 always takes the longest. I really want to prevent a three-peat. I really want to prevent a three-peat. In season 20, Ohio State and Alabama were in the national championship game. Ohio State was the winner. In season 21, it was Ohio State and Alabama again in the national championship game, with Ohio State being the winner. I really want to prevent that. All right, week one. No commitments for Alabama State. A 3-star for me. And and a defensive end, 4-star caliber for Buckshot out of Texas. So that's good. All right, let's get to week 2. It's not really till week 3 when things start getting interesting. That's when things get interesting. Yeah, Buckshot last year when he played Bama. First play, Alabama picks it off. I think has a 92-yard pick 6 on him in their game during the regular season. That one loss is what kept him from going to the SEC championship game and potentially a national title, potentially a national championship. Receiving week 2 commitments. Okay, first commitment for I'm Famished. Two-star corner. Week 2. A 4-star tackle, and then whatever this is. Why are we even offering these players scholarships? Okay. There it is. Buckshot, LSU, number 4 running back in the country, 5-star prospect. 4-star outside linebacker. 4-star outside linebacker. You're starting to bring them in, bud. You're starting to bring them in. That's only week 2. Let's get to week 3. There's going to be a haul this week. If we're already signing that many, there's going to be a haul coming in. Guaranteed. There's a haul. Receiving commitments. Here we go. 4 commitments for I'm Famished. Very nice. Here we go. The number 10 quarterback. Of course, I was going after some higher caliber quarterbacks than that. I'm hoping I can land them. And 2-star players after that. Where are the rest of the 4-star players? Four-star corner headlines this week for Buckshot and LSU. Let's get to week 4. That wasn't the haul I expected. Surely wasn't, but let's see what we can run into going in here to week 4. Let's get it. Let's get some good recruits in here. Let's get some good recruits in here. What do you think? Yeah. Here we go. Here's the haul. And I mean, 2-star caliber players. I mean, that's he can build on that. He can build on that. There's the 4-star wide receiver headlines my week, and a couple of 4-star defensive players headline Buckshot's week. I don't even know why we sign these kind of players. They're just going to get cut. What do we got here? Last week. 5th week of recruiting. Here we go. There were a lot of interested prospects real high on the list. And we haven't seen them get landed yet. Some top quarterbacks, some top players up and down the line. I don't know why we haven't landed any of them. I really hope I can start the season in the top 25. Starting the season ranked, that's going to be a big deal. I've never done it. Never done it. Be a huge improvement. Here we go. I mean, several players. This is what worries me. I had all of those amazing recruits interested in coming to the University of Florida. And we didn't land any of them. We didn't land them. I mean, we're landing 2-star and 3-star caliber players. This is not the signs of a program on the way up. This is a sign of a program on the way down, and I don't know why we're not recruiting better. There's a 4-star running back, 4-star defensive tackle, 4-star center. That's better recruiting for Buckshot right there. All right, here we go. View signings. This is not... Well, we knew this was going to happen. Yeah. I see you in the chat. Florida's trash, huh? Well, you know what? I'm coaching there right now, so I can't talk any smack until I leave. So here are my recruits. Ended up with a bunch of 4-star caliber players, so it's still going to be a decent recruiting class. It's still the number 4 quarterback in the country. I mean, I'm still going to be pretty highly rated. We're going to see where I fall in the rankings here. Let's see here. Buckshot, look at this. The number 1 free safety. The number 4 running back. 2 5-star caliber players. Your recruiting class is obviously going to be higher than mine. Look at that. You might compete for top 5 recruiting classes. You may be in there. What we got to see is if I'm famished can be out of the 100s. We need to get him. He does not need to be ranked down in the bottom, in the lower 100s. That's what we're trying to keep from happening here. Top classes. Here we go. There it is. Number 3. Top 5. Top 5. I thought that might happen. Solid job. Here I am. Number 19. All those recruits and didn't land a single 5-star player. Still the 19th best, but there's too many. There's too many of those 2-star players. That can't happen. Okay, let's scroll on down. Let's find Alabama State. $112th. Well, we expected that might be the case, but I think Alabama State's going to surprise us, because we do target big-time recruits during the season. We do that. I think he may land a few big recruits. He might be able to turn Alabama State around. As we take a look at the last place team, Southern Miss As a shout out to I'm Famished, he coached there for 1 season and got terminated. But no one can win with that trash recruiting. So, it's fine. This is what's shocking to me. Whoa. Michigan, 116th. Wow. Okay. All right, well, that is recruiting. Very good. So, as we end recruiting, as you guys know, being a simulation, we simulate position changes, spring games, and we go to start new season, and we start looking at the big time stuff during the preseason. So that's what we're going to do. And while that moves forward, I'm going to go refill my Kenobi cup. I'll be right back. We're back. Almost. Oh my gosh, it's almost done. Generating schedule. We're almost there. We're almost there, everyone. I had tea, and I went with coffee this time. We're almost there. We're almost there. What's your preseason prediction, Buckshot? Where are you going to be ranked preseason? Top 5? Preseason top 5? Let's take a look at the depth charts. Look at this. Alabama State with an 80 overall QB. He's a junior. An 80 running back? He's got a good wide receiver right there, too. It's not so good below that. A couple of good skill players, though. All right, here we are. 98, 96, 92, 88, 86. Guys, look at this. I want you to look at this. Senior, 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 senior. What's coming behind that? An 80. An 80. 74. That wide receiver crew. It's not going to be good. That's not good after this season. I'm going to reload on running backs. Look at that 92 quarterback. If I can keep him for next season, that's going to be a 95, 98 overall quarterback senior year. And giving these guys time to develop. I just hopefully don't lose them to transfers. I'm going to be okay right there. I'm going to reload. How's Buckshot looking? Buckshot thinks he's going to be, yeah, top 5. 6th max. I think they put you in the top 5. I think they put you in the top 5. Buckshot, this is the only thing this season that's going to perhaps hinder you. You have an inexperienced quarterback. But you shift, I think you shifted more to run recently. 89 overall. Still solid quarterback. But he's a sophomore. Next year and the year after, he's just that's gonna be unstoppable. Look at that freshman running back. It's a solid run game. Wide receivers, 91. That's a sophomore. Wow, that's great. Another sophomore 80. Another sophomore 80. A freshman 80. LSU reloading. This is good stuff. Okay. All right. Very well. ESPN the magazine. Preseason polls. Top 3. Number 3 preseason. You got the exact same ratings as the number 1 team, Ohio State. Virginia Tech, LSU, top 3. Best preseason ranking any of us have ever had here in the 22nd season. That's it. There it is, baby. My first top 25 ranking. Woo. My first top 25 ranking. Let's go. Let's go. Top 25. Preseason number 22. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Okay. That feels really good. Okay, here we go. Let's find Buckshot called it. Alabama State. Preseason. I'm famished in Alabama State. It's you against the world. Can I keep it? Yeah, I can keep that top 25 rating. Get out of here with that. I'm famished. It's you against the world, buddy. You against 117 other schools. The only school rated below you is Army. C's across the board. I can see you winning 5 to 6 games with that. I can. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. All right. You know, now that we have some big time, look at this. Number 4 hardest place to play. Number 4 hardest place to play, the Swamp. Number 6, Death Valley, LSU. Here we go. Toughest places to play. Very cool. All right, so now this is the fun part again about doing the live stream. When we do a simulation and upload the video, I don't touch the in-season recruiting, though I may change that and start doing it because it's pretty fun to do. So to make things more exciting, what we do is I go to each team. So here I am. I'm at LSU. I check out what their needs are. Tight end and defensive tackle. So we're going to go find the tight end. And we're going to find the very best tight end in a pipeline state where they recruit from the most. Right there. The number 2 tight end in the nation, we're going to target them. They need a defensive tackle. Right there. Number 3 defensive tackle in the nation from Mississippi. Those are all your open needs. So, what is the next piece? Now what we're going to do is, because we're going to go big or we're going to go home, right? We're big time here. This is an amateur hour. I'm going to go to all players, and we're going to target the very best players in pipeline states all the way down, regardless of position. We're going to try to sign the very best players. So he's got 10 scholarships to give out. Look at that. The number 1 running back in the nation is in a pipeline state. He's going after him. There we go. Number 2 left guard. Number 1 left outside linebacker. Number 4 left guard. Number 5 middle linebacker. I mean, he recruits. His pipeline states are some of the best in this game. Mississippi, Alabama, Texas. Obviously, Louisiana. Another guard. Number 2 running back in the nation out of Louisiana. I mean, there's no reason why he's not a juggernaut. Going after that running back. Last one. Oh, here we go. Running back. Okay, there we go. That's Buckshot's recruiting. Alabama State. We're looking for him to pick up some big time players here. What are his needs? Running back. Let's go find the best running back in a pipeline state. Alabama, obviously, is probably his only pipeline state. Yeah, there's Alabama, but look, the number 9 running back in the nation. He's going to target him. He needs another one. Let's find another one. There it is. The number 12 running back. That'd be huge for him to be signing him. Huge. Okay. Let's take a look. Outside linebacker. Down the list we go. There's one. 3-star caliber. Hey, that's something to build on. Nothing. He doesn't have. There's no more. So when this happens, here's the rule. We go to the very top. We go to the tippy top. Tippy top. We're on the way there. And we go after him. Doesn't matter what state it is. If there's no other pipeline players, we just go after the biggest and baddest there are. Because that's what we do. Free safety. Alabama. Well, of course, it's Alabama State. What am I talking about? All right, 4-star free safety. Hopefully, maybe he can sign some of these guys. I mean, that would be so big for him. There's one right there. There we go. Those are all the true needs. He's got 6 scholarships remaining. All right, now here we go. Let's go down the list. And he really only has one. He only has one pipeline state, right? So that's Alabama. So we're just going to go there. Alabama's got the number 3 quarterback. He's going after him. Another running back right there. Hey, let him reload. Let him go after him. A defensive tackle. A wide receiver, 4-star. A 4-star middle linebacker. There we go. Any one of these players will be huge gets for him. Big time. All right, so I'm up. What do I need? A fullback. Look at that. Oops. How about that? I need to go change it back to all states, huh? There we go. Almost missed that. Wide receivers. Come on. Come on. Let's produce some good wide receivers this year. I got to reload in that position. It's a 4-star wide receiver. Oof. 3-star. I mean, I don't really want to target 3-star players, but I still need more wide receivers. I guess that's what we're doing. All right, there we go. I need a tight end. Come on. Papa needs a good tight end. There we go. Tackle. There we go. Number 8 tackle. I need a center. I got a lot of needs this season. Good. Good. 4-star caliber center. We'll take that. All right. The number 2 right end in the nation is a Pipeline State player. That's it for defensive ends. And now I need a strong safety. Going down the list here. Oh, there's one. There's the best one right there. Georgia. Covington, Georgia. I know where that's at. Okay, those are all my needs. I have 3 scholarships remaining. So we're going back to all players, and we're going after the biggest, baddest in the Pipeline States that we can find. 3. Come on. Georgia, Florida. Let's produce some players now. There's one. Alabama. We're going after that quarterback. Come on. There, finally. Number 9 running back. Okay. You guys, all of our scholarships are used. Those are going to be the teams we go after in recruiting. The only thing that's left now is to set our schedules. And I know my schedule is going to be terrible this season. I'm going to have to go on the road. So first things first, remember our standing rules, everyone. Non-conference games, we can move to home. And any FCS schools we replace with an actual bowl series school so that our schedules are harder. So we replace FCS schools. But I'm going to Kentucky. I'm at LSU. Buckshot. That's you, my man. You have to go to LSU. And then, oh my man. So why did the game do that? Put Notre Dame on my schedule. Gosh. I got to finish out the season with Notre Dame and Florida State. Huh. I don't know if either one of these two are FCS schools, so I'm going to have to go look at the schedule. All right, Buckshot, my guy, streaming over on Kick. Shout out to the guy. Here's his schedule. So Fresno State, I think they may be an FCS school. I think I replaced them. So you can bring an Army to you. That's the last place team in the game. Got to play me at home, and then you also play Notre Dame just a couple weeks before I do. Okay. That's ridiculous. So you got Notre Dame, and then at Alabama, and then Arkansas. The 3 of the last 4 weeks are going to be... That's tough. All right, Alabama State playing against Arizona, Tennessee State, Indiana, Florida A&M. There we go. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-conference games. That's a small conference, apparently. And I think all of those are in the game because Florida A&M is in, Tennessee State's in. Oh, it's still going to be a great season for you, Buckshot. It's still going to be a great season, bud. All right, let's back out. Yes, we're going to keep the schedules for now. I need to go see which ones are FCS teams. So, week 1, none of us play. All right, Eastern Illinois and Fresno State. Okay. That's it. Everyone else is in. So, we got to replace Eastern Illinois and Fresno State for Buckshot. All right. So Eastern Illinois, we're going to take off of there, and I'm going to play Delaware State. I can't stand Delaware State. I coached Delaware for a while, and I could never beat those guys. You can go check it out on the YouTube pages. I got all those seasons uploaded, 1 through 21. We're waiting for you guys to view it. Okay, so we got that locked in. Fresno State needs replaced, and Florida State's right there. But you know what? I don't like Eastern Michigan either. They were a rivalry for me when I was Central Michigan, and that's a winnable game. So I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan to replace that. That's a nice... It's a good competition, but it's nothing that he needs to worry about. So there we go. Our schedules are made, and we're ready for the main course, for the main event, for what everyone's been waiting for. Play weeks. Oh, I get so excited. Here we go. Play week. Week 1, none of us play. We're not going to worry about it. Let's get through it. Let's get through it. We can do it. We can do it. Okay, here we go. Delaware State, C overall. I'm about to crush this team. I'm going to enjoy every moment of this. Not as big a crushing as I thought I would be, but I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. Okay, LSU. A+ rated overall, taking on the C+ rated Eastern Michigan. So again, a quality opponent, but nothing I don't think you're going to have to worry about here. Number 3 in the nation, Buckshot and LSU, 52-3, starting off another season, hanging half 100 on someone. And Look at this right away. Arizona, I thought this was going to be a tougher contest, perhaps, for I'm Famished. But in his first game, he has technically the ratings advantage. I'm not sure how. They seem to be the same, but let's see if he can start off 1-0. He's at home. I'm Famished. 21-14 win. What a way to start. Oh. Look, we know things can change on a dime. We know they can change on a dime. But look, we all won in that week, so we got to relish the good stuff when they happen. Relish it. So while we're going through week 2, Buckshot, if you got anybody in the chat, I know you're streaming this over on Kick, and I appreciate it, man. And I hope it's hope you guys are having a good time. If there's anybody that wants another team tracked, I love having the that feel, everybody being engaged. So if there's somebody that wants us to track anything, you let me know. I'd be happy to keep up with another team, make sure we're interactive. Yeah, that was a good week. Let's get it, week 3. All right, we're in. Yeah, I love that little ranking right there. We're 22. That looks good. I mean, that looks good on me. All right, here we go. Middle Tennessee State. Should be another warm-up game. Ratings-wise, completely have the advantage here. 31-14. So, no, we're not scoring as many points as I thought we might right here off the bat, but, hey, 2-0. I'll take it. All right, so the battle of a couple of FCS schools that used to be that I put in. I put in Alabama State to have that Alabama rivalry. I put Tennessee State in to have that Tennessee rivalry. And Tennessee State's got the ratings advantage. So this would be a tough one for I'm Famished and Alabama State to win. Though not impossible, it would be tough. Oh! Get those ratings out of here. I'm Famished. Good on you, man. Look at that. Running 14 carries, 125 yards, a TD, 3 receptions, 75 yards, receiving TD. That running back's doing it all for you. Nice win. Complete turnaround from last season at Hawaii. Buckshot, here we go. Looks like it should be another win for the number 3 LSU Tigers. We're going by the ratings. And you did. 34-14. Another victory. Well done. What another exciting week. This is what I'm talking about. Wow, that's right. Man, here we go. 2-0. Everyone's 2-0. We're all 4 wins away from bowl eligibility. It's only happened one time where we've all made a bowl. One time. So, here we go. That is week 3 in the books. We're going to move over to week 4 here. I got to keep a close eye on Central Michigan this season. I'm going to keep a little bit of an eye on them. I came from there. This is my 3rd season having left there. So I recruited some good players, and these are going to be their junior and senior years. So I think Central Michigan is going to be really good this year. We're here to fight for it. We're here to fight for the big time. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going into week 4. Should be a good one. Should be a good one. Alabama State looking for that unlikely 3-0 start, but man, am I proud of that guy. I'm Famished. Alabama State. Big time underdogs here, but again, they're at home. Well, yeah, that's okay. I mean, that's okay. Really weren't expected to win that game. We're pretty outmatched there, but I mean, really great start at 2-1 for that team that was rated to start the season 118th. So really well done to start 2-0. And we got conference play starting for LSU on the road at Mississippi State. Conference play time. Here we go. Here we go. 2 games. Missed film study with his position coach. You're going to suspend this player with A+ player discipline for 2 games for missing a film study. Did you even get the full story? Doesn't matter. That's game 1, and he takes it 38-3. He's got a great wide receiver core, so he's not going to miss that player that much. But all right, there we go. That's week 4 in the books already. Let's head over to week 5. What I really can't wait for is around week 8 when the BCS standings start coming out. And if I'm still undefeated at Florida and Buckshot still undefeated at LSU, that's going to be really, really cool to see. And actually, I think that's impossible because we play each other. We play each other very soon. I didn't think about that. Man. What do you think? What does everybody think? Think about anything. Going into week 5 here. All right, my guy, I'm famished, and Alabama State is up first. Ratings-wise, very similar. So, this is a game he can win. And he's at home, so let's see if he can pull it off. An improbable 3-1 start for the 118th ranked Alabama State. Close. 25-17 loss. 25-17 loss. It's okay. There's still a few more wins in this season for him. Okay, here I am. Number 21, Florida Gators, taking on the A- rated Tennessee Volunteers. This is not going to be an easy game. I got them at home, so this shouldn't be an issue. This is going to tell me if I can hang with the big boys. Why does this happen? That's my best wide receiver. And my starting center. 2 and 3 games apiece, I'm going to be missing my starting center and my best wide receiver as I go into the core of the season. I'm going to be missing those players when I play LSU and Buckshot. I'm not going to hear the end of it. That is so disappointing. Ooh, it did not matter. And in the second half, I said, shut it down. Wow. 60-13 victory for my Florida Gators here. I didn't see that one coming. Yeah, I did not see that one. I did not see 60 points coming. I could see 60 points coming right here, though. LSU, Buckshot, your offense, you just cruise. So I could see 60 points here, taking on the C+ rated 0-3. Losers of 12 straight games, South Carolina. Incredible. Your turn. It's your turn. Right tackle. What did he do? He has not shown up one time for voluntary team workouts. Although it is voluntary, you still need a good excuse for not showing up to a voluntary A+ discipline. 2 games for voluntary. Doesn't matter. 47-0. That's as good as 60 points. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Okay, I'll take that week 5. Yeah, I'll take it. That was okay. I can't believe I scored that many points on Tennessee, to be honest with you. Cheers to that. Ladies and gentlemen of the council, I think we have a real team this year. When is that week with Buckshot and LSU? I know his chat is just chomping at the bit for this game. All right. You know, Army was ranked 119th to start the season. This is a 60-point game. Buckshot and LSU. I'm really surprised your total offense is 43rd in the nation so far after 4 games. That is surprising to me. $58-7, putting up some good numbers. Player of the game. 10 for 15, 196 yards. Your quarterback, 4 touchdowns on 10 throws. 10 completions. 4 of which were touchdown passes. That's efficient. Okay, I'm famished in Alabama State, taking on the evenly rated Duke. Wow. Yeah, somehow, well, Duke's defense is C+, but he's got a chance in this game. He's at home. I'm famished. Let's get back to a winning record. Is everybody else's team getting in trouble this much? His best wide... Now, my best wide receiver. Buckshot, one of Buckshot's best players at LSU. And now, I'm famished. Your best wide receiver. This is insane. He has not participated in tutoring. These guys aren't even another A+ rated discipline player. These players are not even doing anything that's crazy, like stealing bikes. Well, I wouldn't say that it cost them, but it didn't help. 34-7 loss. That disciplinary stuff is really, really not doing us any favors. Okay, here I am, fighting Ewok and Florida. A+ rated, taking on the B- rated 2-2 University of Kentucky. This should be another win column. SEC opponent. 56-24. That's okay. They were at home. They were amped up in the first half. They were up 14-0 in the first half, and they thought, hey, we're on the way. And in the second half, they scored a few more points, and after halftime, they didn't have any energy left. So that's when I took over. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, hey, look, we're already to week 6. Already. We're going to week 7. Man, this season is flying by. Just have to remind everybody that the teams that we are playing with do not necessarily reflect the opinions of our fanhood. We may be fans of other teams. But we got to pick the places to go on the game. right? We're playing the game. I'm dreading those last 4 weeks of the season. Buckshot. Those last 4 weeks of the season for us are going to be brutal. This week is brutal. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Let's dissect this game between my guy, one of the other coaches in this dynasty, Buckshot, at LSU, taking on my Florida Gators here. I am A+, A+, A+. He is A+, A-, A. Points per game, I got him. Total offense, I got him. He's got me in rush offense, that's okay, but I blow him away in pass offense. Total defense, oh, he's got me. Okay. His pass defense is 6th, but my rush defense is 4th. We counteract each other. My turnover differential is number 1 in the nation. His is 11th, so not that far apart. Oh my gosh, this is a clash of titans, bud. Oh my gosh. Well, look, I am so stoked about. He said to me before this that I might take him this year. He said he wouldn't be too upset, but look, I'm not I am so excited, not just because I beat a rival or the number 3 team in the country, but you have all just seen my very first win over a ranked opponent. In 21 seasons, 21 years as a head football coach on NCAA 2007, I have never beaten a top 25 opponent until now. And I just want to say I appreciate it, Buckshot. I appreciate the sacrifice. Much love to you. Now, with that being said, that's week 7 in the books. Let's get to week 8. 21-14. What a close game. Now, I have the responsibility now of going on and beating Alabama. I think if I'm playing them. Whoever I'm playing in the SEC championship game. I'm definitely going to be in the SEC championship game. I have to be. But I have to beat Notre Dame. He has to play Notre Dame. Here's a scenario. That loss to me, number 1, does not eliminate him from the SEC championship game. We might see each other again. Number 2, it does not eliminate him from national title contention because he still plays more ranked opponents and potentially, if he wins out, an SEC championship game. We might see each other again in that game. And what a rematch that would be. So, essentially, that game was a coach-to-coach, little in and out kind of thing. It doesn't eliminate him from any contention whatsoever. And with that, I move up. I'm up to number 16. I think I deserve more respect than that. I deserve more respect than that. I really do. All right. I'm taking on the 0-6 South Carolina Gamecocks. They are C+ rated overall. This should be a game where I can waltz right through. My best strong safety is now suspended for 3 games for academics. And let me guess, it's something... Hang on. He doesn't value schoolwork. Okay. Once again, somebody for academics. All right, 48-7 victory. 48-7. All right, let's get back to Alabama State now. My guy, I'm famished. He is C-rated overall. Taking on the also C-rated 1-4 Florida Atlantic team. He is at home. This is a conference game. I really love for him to jump up and get this upset. It's a small upset, but it would be one. Close, bud. Close. 4 points. 28-24 loss. Very, very close. I still think there's a couple more wins in this season for you. LSU looking to get back on top of things here. And I think he will. I mean, B- rated Kentucky. They're 2-4 overall. Their offense is lagging. I think he's about to steamroll this team. Plus, they're ticked. Yeah, 39-7 win. Way to get back on it. All right, close week. So that's week 8 in the books. Let's move over to week 9. Some recruits should be committing soon. Yeah, they should be. Let's move it on over to week 9. Still love you, Buckshot. Hope you're still feeling the love, bud. I think we're going to see each other again in the SEC championship game. This was my fear for any of us being in the same conference, having to play in season. Just that feeling of one of us having to lose. I just, that feeling is, I don't enjoy it. Okay. Week 9. I'm famished in Alabama State. Now, here's a game that's going to be tough. He had some winnable games before, but I mean the 6-1 Arkansas State Indians here. They're C+ down the line. They're probably one of the favorites to win that conference. So this would be a tall task. Yeah, that's expected. What we're really looking to do is, let's see if he can get a couple more wins and then sign a couple of those big time recruits we went after. That's really going to signify a turn there. LSU, this team that copied your logo, A+ rated overall, taking on a C+ rated Tennessee State team. 55. 42 points. Still, what a good game. Back up to number 9 in the country, by the way. And Georgia-Florida game. I really don't see any reason why Georgia should pose a threat here. B- offense, that's anemic. Their total defense is 107th. I'm going to pass right through these guys. I should have so many passing yards. 42-18. Yeah. 23 for 31, 299 yards. Yep. All right. Well, that was a good week 9. I know Alabama State had a rough go of it, but 42 points apiece for Buckshot at LSU and myself at Florida. So that's good. That's good. I think as we go into week 10, we got some big opponents coming up. And it's going to be close to time to start looking at those conference standings, seeing how things are going to shake out, the BCS standings. Let's see how things are looking. It's really time to start getting to that end of the season mode. And I think Ohio State just lost. I think the number one team in the country just lost, Ohio State, the defending national champions. I saw that going through in the simulation thread. Ugh. There's Colorado, 7-0. Anyway. I'll be really interested to see that ESPN the magazine cover here in week 10. We gotta land a recruit soon. There it is. Iowa defeats Ohio State 19-17. Notre Dame, number 2. Buckshot and myself, we both played Notre Dame. There's no way Notre Dame gets through both of us. Arkansas is coming up on the schedule for Buckshot as well. Alabama's going to be coming up. It's everything to play for. It's everything to play for. We can eliminate this team together. Arkansas can be eliminated. Alabama can be eliminated just by wins from Buckshot. Yeah, it's all to play for here, bud. Alabama State, C-rated, 2-5, taking on the 3-3 Middle Tennessee State, evenly rated. Ratings across the board. Total offense, Alabama State has actually got him. Total defense, Middle Tennessee's a little better, but this is one of those, he needs to pull this win off. This is one of those extra wins that he can get, and his best cornerback is now out for 2 games. All of these player disciplines. His grades. Yes! All right, good. That's a nice conference win. That's a nice conference win. I'm famished in Alabama State. Very good. And here I go. I got Tennessee State this week with LSU having a bye week. This should be no contest. Tennessee State is C+ overall. This should be a 50-point performance here. 38 is kind of low, but that's all right. I'll take it. Okay, well, that's week 10, and that's week 10 in the books. Let's move on over to week 11. Let's get some of these big games out of the way. Week 11, so we got 11, 12, 13, and 14. 4 weeks, and what did I talk about in the preseason as we were making the schedules? That gauntlet of the last 4 weeks. It's a gauntlet. We need wins and recruits. Wins and recruits. That's the name of the game. Big one. All right, Alabama State, C overall. Taking on the B- rated Texas State. Again, this would be an upset if Alabama State were to win. Alabama State's at home, so I give him a chance. This would be a bit of an upset, though. Got it! Crushed him! Well, 34-15 is a bit of a crushing. Look at that. Four wins on the season, man. I'm so excited for you with that. Really am. I mean, literally that. I mean, you were ranked 118th to start the season, and you got that team 4 wins so far. And I'm taking on the 1-7 Ole Miss. Still ranked number 14th in the country. 58-14 victory. I'll take it. Thank you. This is it. Take a look, Buckshot. They got you in offense. Ratings-wise, you got them in defense. Total points per game, Notre Dame. Total offense, number 1 in the country, Notre Dame. But look at this. Total defense, number 3. Rush defense, number 2, LSU. Pass defense, number 4, LSU. What I'd like to know is how they both run and pass the ball. They're number 15th in the country in running, in rushing, and 7th in passing. But rush defense is number 2 in the country. Pass defense is number 4. Buckshot can guard it all. He can guard it all. What this should be is like a 24-17 victory for Buckshot. That's what this should be. Okay, it's a right tackle. It's a right tackle. It's okay. Wow, we're teaching him a lesson about work-life balance. Oh! Oh! What did I say? 24-17 victory? He went above it. He went above it and scored 34. Let's go, Buckshot. This is what I'm saying. Nothing is over. Nothing is over. That's only one. You got 3 more ranked games left coming up. That's only one. But it was huge. Let's go. What a week. That's an awesome week 11. Ladies and gentlemen of the council, you've just witnessed one of the biggest wins in the Dynasty's history. For sure. I think I can safely say none of us have beaten a number 2 ranked team in the country before. We're hitting our stride. We can accomplish anything. Virginia Tech hanging 77 on someone. Ohio State just gave Penn State their first loss. Texas Tech is 8-2. I'm Famished was a coach there for about 5 or 6 seasons. Speaking of I'm Famished, I think, golly, LSU with another huge game. Okay, let's get through this. So, North Texas, B- rated. B-, taking on the C-rated I'm Famished in Alabama State. Now, somehow North Texas is 8-1, but I would say that if the game gave the upset to Alabama State, I think it could happen. 49-10. Yeah, that's okay. I was living in a pipe dream there. All right, the A+ rated, number 7 in points per game in the nation, going up against a C-rated South Carolina State with a 4-5 record. Let's get this done. 10th win of the season, 52-20. Let's go. I don't know how they scored 20, but that's fine. This is it. Alabama, first of all, 8-1. Number 5 overall in the country. taking on the number 7, 8-1 overall Buckshot and LSU. Alabama is an A overall. Buckshot's an A plus. Offense is a B. His is an A minus. A total, almost an entire, a letter grade better. Now here's the difference. The defense for Alabama is an A plus. His is an A. So points per game, Bama. Total offense, LSU. So Alabama runs the ball. They're number 7 in the nation. Buckshot's rush defense is number 2 in the country. Okay? His rush offense is 13th. Their rush offense is 43rd. I'm telling you this. Buckshot should win this game. Not only does his defense counteract what they do, but their defense cannot stop what he does. Buckshot should win this game, even on the road. Screw you, Alabama. 1 point. 14-point fourth quarter. Let's get out of week 12 as quick as possible. Oh. Alabama. Man. Alabama. Gotta hang in there with me, Buckshot. Gotta hang in there with me, bud. We know what it's like to taste that defeat. Dang, Alabama. I may have to play them in the SEC championship game. I may have to play them there. Dang. All right, let's go. I'm famished. Let's see here. Alabama State taking on FIU. See if he can catch him at home. Oh, he made it a close game. FIU was only 2-9, and I famished his coach there previously. So, shoot, I wish he could get that win. All right, let's see here. This is Notre Dame. Buckshot just beat them. Last game Notre Dame played was the one that Buckshot beat them. And now I got to play him. I got him in points per game. I got him in total defense. I got him in the ratings. I got him at home. Look, I don't expect to go undefeated, but it's so devastating when you're this close. You can taste it. You're this close. And the ratings folks aren't giving me any love here. When you're this close, it hurts so much. LSU Buckshot getting back on it right here. Should take them down easily. 44-17, and they do. All right. What does Week 13 have in store in the SEC Top 25? Alabama taking on Tennessee State. There's nothing to that one. Arkansas taking on Navy. There's nothing to that in the SEC, though. I don't even know why I'm simulating that. That's why I'm simulating it. Ooh. I know that's not SEC implications, but that's national championship implications. Oh, no one's out of the conversation. No one that's out of the conversation. All right. Man. Oh, I can't believe that. I'll take it. That was pretty cool. Thing is, also, we haven't landed any recruits. It's week 13. We're going to week 14. Not a single recruit. That's the shame of it. That is the shame of it. We gotta land a recruit. I know we went after the best of the best, but we are some of the best of the best. I can safely say it's not going to be a rematch. It's not going to be a three-peat of the last two. All right, here we go. This is a big one. Total offense, number 1 in the nation. I feel like when Buckshot played Notre Dame, that Notre Dame was number 1 in the nation. Arkansas not only has the number 1 total offense, Arkansas has the number 1 total offense and the number 2 total defense. Wow. You trying to look at Arkansas? They offer you something? Is that who you're talking about there, bud? Here we go. Rivalry game. Look, they're 6-5 overall, Florida State. They're an A-rated team. Again, this is what I like to call a tripping hazard. I mean, I got them in ratings and every statistical category except for rush offense. So this should be a win here. 41-31, closer than what I wanted to, but oof. All right, we took a look at this game already. This is huge. This has big implications. Got him. Got him. Got Arkansas. Boom. Pow. There you go. You can take down anyone. You can take down anyone. We got to do something about Alabama. We got to do something about them. They have not been any good. They haven't been any good in the first 20 years. Now, the last couple seasons, they've risen up. We got to take them down. Good win. Good stinking win. And Alabama plays a cupcake. All right. What other ranked teams play this week? Number 4, Ohio State. They're not playing anybody of any significance. Nobody that's in the national championship conversation is really playing anybody of any significance except for right here. This game right here. Number 2 team in the nation just went down. Arizona State is eliminated probably from national championship contention. They don't have a conference championship game. That was probably the de facto conference championship game. Man, what a crazy season. Alabama State playing Alabama A&M. I'm famished. This could be your 5th win. I mean, that is such an incredible turnaround if you get 5 wins this season. Got it. Seriously, you were 1 game from bowl eligibility. One game from bowl eligibility. Really well done. Really good coaching job, Famished. Really good. Let's get through week 14. Very successful week. That was huge. Of all of those teams, LSU and Buckshot had one misstep this season that really hurt, and that was the Alabama loss. But rolled Notre Dame, rolled Arkansas. Impressive. I'm famished. Taking that team, ranked 118th, to 5 wins. Seriously, great coaching. Really well done. All right, we're checking out. We're moving over to conference championship weeks. I should be in the conference championship game. Honestly, week 15. I always get thrown off when week 15s happen. All right, here we go. We got a few recruits this time. A 4-star center, 3-star strong safety. I'm always thrown off when there's a week 15 like this. I don't know why, but it just throws me off every time. All right, ESPN the magazine, BCS rankings. A lot of top teams have continued to fall. Alabama's back to number 2 because of all the top teams keep losing. I'm going to be definitely playing them in the SEC championship game, and I have to take them down. Otherwise, they're going back to the national championship. And they're at Ohio State right there. I'm counting on me. I'm counting on, I don't know. I know it's all to play for, but the goal here is to somehow avoid a three-peat of Ohio State and Alabama. I got to take them down. I got to do it. I got to do it for me. I got to do it for Buckshot and LSU. I got to do it for everybody. I got to do it for all the councilmen and women who may tune in, who can't stand Alabama. I got to beat them in the SEC championship game here. So we'll find out. Week 15's in the books. We're heading over to conference championship weeks, and it's a big one. This will be my second season in the SEC championship game, and only my third season, I think, with Florida. The SEC championship game against Arkansas. Arkansas beat Bama. Arkansas beat Alabama. A couple of 3-star recruits for Alabama State. That's good. I'm 11-1 and I'm ranked 14th. That's disrespectful. You're kidding me with that, right? I'm ranked 14th, going 11-1. I should be in the conversation of national championship. Wow. I should be the SEC champion here. My first. You're witnessing it here. This, not only with this, this is really the first, I'm sorry, this is going to be my first conference championship if I win this. 21st season, 21 season in. Overtime! Conference champions! Conference champions! Conference champions, baby. My first conference championship. I cannot believe it. Overtime. I don't care. I'll take it. And you're telling me I'm finally taking home an SEC championship. I'm taking home my first conference championship of the entire dynasty. And you're telling me I'm not even in the national championship conversation. One-loss SEC team is not a national championship conversation. You are kidding me right now. That is disrespectful. I have to repeat myself because I don't believe it. Number one team in the country easily won their conference. So Virginia Tech is going to be in the national championship game. Now, the only thing to be determined is who do they play? They're probably playing Alabama. Not even in the conference championship game. You know, Buckshot was almost in that position last year. He lost one game. I'm pretty sure it was one game. And he ended up like number 3 in the country at the end. He was really one position out. He did not go to the conference championship game. But he almost climbed back up into the national championship conversation. So they're doing nearly what he did last year. There is going to be a non-conference champion playing in the national championship game. Now, I haven't tracked how many times that's happened in this game, but I cannot imagine it's been often. I imagined if I won the conference championship that I would be in the national championship game, and I'm not even close. I'm nowhere close. How can I be so happy and so disappointed at the same time? Conference championship. That feels good. Now I know how Buckshot feels. He's got like 3 of those things. He was the only one of us that had one up until this point. And now I have one. It feels good, bud. University of Florida has won the quarterback of the year. There we go. LSU going to the Cotton Bowl. I think that's where I played last year. Against Oklahoma. Ooh, that's going to be a big game. The Sugar Bowl. Oh, I can't stand USC. I had better smash those fools. Heisman finalists. Let's check it out. Here we go. Come on, let's go.
Goes to the best college football player in the country. This young man will become a part of NCAA football history.
There's my guy, my junior quarterback.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this year's Heisman Trophy. Congratulations.
And you know what? Next year, he better stay. He better not go pro. He better stay. And next year, he's leading that Florida Gators team to a national championship. I don't see where I would get any job offers that would make me want to leave at this point. But we'll see. There's a couple of them out there that I might take. Look at that. My first Heisman winner as well. First conference championship. First Heisman winner. Man, I know how Buckshot feels now. He's had 3 conference championships, a Heisman winner. Feels good, man. I love it. I know that feeling. I want to chase it. Okay, so Buckshot and I are both in week 3. Virginia Tech, come on. Take them down. One thing I'm interested in here, and I know I hadn't mentioned it too much during the season, but I want to see how Central Michigan did. That's where I was coaching before I took the job I have now. I wanted to take Central Michigan to the Big Ten. I wanted to coach them up and look at them with the players I recruited. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. Let's simulate through both of these bowl weeks here and get to bowl week 3 so we can see what we have in store for everybody. Wow. SEC champion and not even in contention for the national championship. Oh, Central Michigan goes down. Michigan, who goes 8-5. If you rewatch this, we see earlier in our stream, we saw Michigan with nearly the worst recruiting class in the country. And they just ended the season looking like that. All right, LSU taking on the University of Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl. Oklahoma is overall A+. Very well done. Points per game, LSU. Total offense, barely Oklahoma. The rush offense, though, so impressive for LSU. Total defense, number 5. Just like the Big 12 now, the defense is just, total defense, number 17 is pretty good, but their rush defense is 27th, and his rush offense is 13th. Again, he can stop whatever they do, and he's better at running than they are stopping the run. So let's get that Cotton Bowl championship, bud. 3 points. 3 points. That's tough. This is a tough one. End of the season 10-3, 10-win seasons. We are not used to those except for the last few years, so I still say it's pretty solid. Florida and USC. Again, ratings-wise, I'm so excited to be in this game, but All-State Sugar Bowl. I guess if I beat them, then I'm proving my point that I should be in the national championship. If I lose, then there we go. Obliterated them. Absolute demolishing. Put some respect on the name. Put some respect on that name. That's crazy that I'm nowhere close. Absolutely crushed them. Ohio State loses, thank goodness. Arkansas beats Penn State. Notre Dame loses by 1 to West Virginia. Missouri takes down Nevada. And here we go. Your national championship game. This is Alabama's 3rd straight national championship game. How they pulled that off, I'll never know. Virginia Tech, this is like their 7th or 10th or 11th appearance in the national title game during the Dynasty. So Virginia Tech's always here. And they need to win. They got them. Alabama, you've been there 3 times. You've lost 3 times. Take that. We'll take that. Season 22. We got to write that down in pen. Virginia Tech with Alabama as runners-up. I'll take it. All right, time to check out the coaching changes, if any, extensions and all that kind of stuff. Virginia Tech is your national champion. Buckshot. LSU. The following schools have made offers: Arkansas and Oregon. I don't want to say anything. I think you are just absolutely in a beautiful spot at LSU. if you wanted to consider going anywhere, Oregon is someplace to look at. Dominating in the Pac-10, that's something that can happen. Arkansas is right there. I think you're in a great spot at LSU, but that is your call to make. You are a running team, and Oregon does not run the ball. Their running backs are not great. 9-4 overall. But again, it's a Pac-10 without a conference championship, so that is something, to look at as well. So I don't know. Not sure if Buckshot's still in our stream or not here. I know he wanted to look at some coaching changes. Let's see if we can get anything from our guy here. Let's see if he's interested in taking any of those. I would stay if I were him. I think that's the best decision to make. But, hey. I mean, they're both still compelling offers as well. If we don't get it, let's see. Alright, we're going to decline all those. We're going to stay there. Now, I've been offered to Arkansas and Missouri. I don't think either one of those are tempting enough really to take. I mean, I think Missouri I could do well in the Big 12, but I don't know. I mean, I'm having some good seasons here. I don't think either one of those would be something that would compel me, like, say, I don't know, West Virginia. I mean, they just roll through their conference. Virginia Tech, they do the same thing. Those were the only teams I think I would leave for, just because, I mean, winning feels good, right? So why wouldn't we want to try to do that? Missouri is the most compelling one here. They're the Big 12 champions. They have a great team. But I've got the reigning Heisman winner. And that's it. That's your season 22 in the books. We had a Heisman winner. We had an SEC champion. We had a Sugar Bowl champion. I guess I get to claim those titles this time. For the first time ever, my first conference championship. My first Heisman winner in 22 seasons. And I'll say also I got my first ranked win in 22 seasons this season. First time I've ever beaten a ranked opponent. Can you imagine? And I'm famished. Took the 118th ranked Alabama State to a 5-7 record. Very impressive. Looking to continue that turnaround into next season. So that is it. And we'll catch you all next time. Appreciate everybody for watching. I'll catch you later.